Hi, and thank you for joining us in the interview segment, where today I have Dr. Otel, a professor of 19th century American history in the TU History Department. And after watching Chandler's clip on the Birth of a Nation, I'm glad to have you here to do some little follow-up checkups, fact checks on the movie itself. I haven't seen it, so this will be a nice little fill-in for me. My first question is, does the film portray truly the rebellion, or are there fictional parts in it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it gets most of the important aspects of the rebellion right. It is, the largest slave rebellion in American history in North America. Roughly 60 whites were killed by Turner's band of men, and it struck fear into the heart of not only Virginia slaveholders, but slaveholders up and down the eastern seaboard. So it is a significant historical event that I don't think has received enough attention. So on that front, I think it's an important film, and they do depict the rebellion accurately. However, there are some inaccuracies, and for example, it turns out that Turner only killed one person himself.
Wow.
And it wasn't his master, whereas in the film it shows Turner, I hope I'm not ruining anything, it shows Turner killing his master.
Okay.
And the audience sort of wants that to happen, but that's not actually what happened in history.
Okay, so I guess in some ways films tend to please the audience to kind of get off track of historical things because they may be boring or something. But
yeah, I mean, obviously creative license is important to pull the audience in and to further the art of the film, and most historians are on board with that. But so for the most part, as I said, it's historically accurate.
And to follow up with that question, can you kind of give us just a general timeline of Turner's life, like just to fill me in? And
Sure, yeah. Well, Turner was born in Southampton County, Virginia, which is the southern portion of Virginia, right on the border of North Carolina. And he was identified by his family and by his masters very early on as being incredibly bright. He was actually taught to read. Well, he taught himself to read, but then he was officially educated by one of his master's wives, his mistress, and who is depicted in the film. And he also was gifted spiritually and was viewed as a prophet by his fellow slaves.
Oh, wow.
And because he could read, he read the Bible, and he interpreted the Bible and gave these really inspiring sermons to neighboring plantations. And this is one quibble I had with the film, is many of the sermons he gives on neighboring plantations preach the fact that slaves are supposed to submit to their masters, which, yes, the Bible does say that. But Turner also focused on the passages of the Bible that were more liberating for slaves. And the slaves looked toward when they ran away from their masters, when they resisted their masters.
And so that really built-in fed the rebellion itself.
Yeah, so his Christianity, his spirituality motivated his slave resistance like it did for so many slaves.
Yeah, I can imagine all the suffering happening around him. Probably he just didn't want to see that anymore, and he found wisdom in the book. And so there were some mixed reviews on the movie, and also, as Chandler's video pointed out, the allegations of that actor. How does that play out in your mind as to, should we not give credit to the movie because of his allegations, or how do we see the movie itself?
I wrestled with this issue myself, because I don't think that Nate Parker, who is not only the star of the film but also the director of the film, I don't think he has accepted responsibility for his actions with the rape. I think he's brushed it off, and I think that's unfortunate, and I did consider not seeing the movie because of that. I don't want to put money in the pocket of someone who's, denying that he's a rapist.
Sure.
But I also know there are many layers. There's, as Chandler mentioned, a long history of, accusations of assault, sexual assault for black men. And so it's a complicated issue. And ultimately, I think what's important about the film is it's telling this very significant historical event, the story about Nat Turner and the other slaves who joined him and resisted their oppression.
Okay.
And so
it's important to kind of keep the two separated and,
Yes.
and appreciate that the story is out there.
exactly.
Okay, very good. Well, I think that's all the time we have,
Okay.
and so thank you very
All
much
right,
for
thank
being
you.
here. And
Thanks for
we'll
having me.
continue the broadcast.
All right.
Thank you.